Okay. Um, sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I was out of town for like 2 months, so I kind of took a break from YouTube. Yeah, because I was working at a summer camp. I don't know if I said anything about that, but yeah, it was on my other channel. But I'm back, and I finished reading. I read a book, and there's like a little bit of background story to why I read this book. Um, I have a younger sister who is turning 12 in like 10 days. That's really cool. And she is in middle school, and she's going into the 7th grade, and she has books, but like all of her books are from like elementary school. And so what I decided to do was I went through my own bookshelf, and since I haven't ever really given books away, I went through my own bookshelf and picked out books that I had read while I was in middle school because I still had them. And I picked out like a whole bunch of them to give to her. And then as I was going through it, I came across a few books that um, I hadn't read in a while, but I wasn't really sure if they were like age appropriate for her. So I decided to start rereading some of those books, even though they're like below my reading level. But that's okay. And I thought, hey, why don't I share that with some of my YouTube users because maybe they are in. I mean, the books that I picked out, they could be like middle or early high school, or even. I mean, I'm 20 years old and I still read these books, and they were easy to read. Like it wasn't something I had to trudge through, but they were good enough to be able to be read. So the first one I have that I just finished reading for her that I did decide was appropriate for her to read was called Guitar Girl by Sarra or Sarah Manning. It's Sarra Manning, Manning. I'll put the thing below. And yes, it's the front cover. It's got like the sparkly like pop star pink guitar girl with a little green guitar, and then a girl laying down with the guitar. Um, I'll read you the back of the book and then I'll talk about it a little bit. It says, Overnight Success. 17-year-old Molly Montgomery has never planned on becoming famous. Molly's band, The Hormones, was just supposed to be about making around with her best mates, Jane and Tara. It's a British story, so some of the dialogue is British, which is cool. Mucking around with her best mates, Jane and Tara, writing songs about Hello Kitty and being a girl. But when the group is joined by the deliciously dangerous Dean and his friend T, things onstage and backstage start happening fast. Soon the Hormones are front page news and their debut album is rocketing up the charts. Molly is forced behind the band, but the hazards of fame, first love, screaming fans, and sleazy managers are forcing the newly crowned teen queen of girl angst close to the edge of close to the edge. Fame never comes for free, and Molly's about to find out what it costs. This book was really it's really cute. Like I said, you want to read it at if you're older and you want to read it, it's really easy to read. I read it in like a day, not even. It's short. It's not that long at all. It's small, so it can fit into like a backpack or a purse, and it just flows really well. It does. It flows really well. But yeah, the back basically explains it all. It's about a 17-year-old girl who lives in England, and she decides to create a band one day at school with her friends, and they start playing some shows. They don't really know how to play any of their instruments, but then they get better as time goes on, and they meet this guy named Dean and his friend T, and they join the band, and drama happens, and so it kind of gives light onto fame, like be careful what you wish for, that type of thing. Um, there's some relationship stuff I want to say. There's like um, I don't know. If this was a movie, I'd rate it. It could probably be a PG-13 movie if I would rate it, but it'd be in theaters, not on TV. If it was on TV, then they probably wouldn't put some of the stuff in it. But it's got a PG-13 rating in my mind because there is the characters do have sex. It's not too much in detail. Like they keep it young, but there's two characters who do end up having sex, and so if that makes you uncomfortable, then I don't know, don't read it or whatever. I'm just forewarning you. And there is some talking about drugs and alcohol. Not too hardcore, like I say. They keep it really, really like low, like like I don't know. It's not even something it shouldn't bother you. I mean, but if it does, then don't read the book. But yeah, no, there is one of the main character does have sex with someone, and there is drug use, but not like I don't know how to explain it. If you're interested, then read the book or like Wikipedia the book, and then if you want a better description. But that's the best I can give. And like I said, I read it and I thought that it was okay for a 12-year-old to read because, like I said, it does have some references to that. But honestly, like in today's society, every TV show has some kind of reference to something. Every movie, so it was kind of one of those things where I was just like, you know, it's okay. So yeah, the next book I'm reading is also by Sarah Manning. I'll just show you that one. It's called Let's Get Lost, and it's thicker, and it's like the last book I think she wrote. I don't know if she's written anymore because I haven't bought her books in years. But I'll tell you about this one. I kind of forget what it's about because I haven't read it in like years, like 5 years maybe. See, I'm 20. Yeah, so when I was like 15, I read this book. So I'll tell you about this one when I'm done reading it. But yeah, other than that, Guitar Girl, pretty good. Like I said, easy read. If you're just bored and you want to read a book, then read this book. Or if, this is something that you might be interested in, go ahead and read it. It's not like a super well-known book. Like I said, it's not like super popular. But I read them and I liked them. This author's pretty cool. She's not my favorite. But it was a good read. Anyways, I will get back to you later on more books. And yeah, so I hope you have a great day, evening, morning, night, wherever you are in the world watching this. Yeah, awesome.